So let's dive into these record-setting inflows for spot Ether ETFs. July saw a staggering $5.43 billion in net inflows.
Wow, that's a huge jump from June's 1.16 billion, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a supercharged surge, a 369% increase month over month. That really shows how investor appetite for Ethereum-based assets is evolving.
And it's not just a one-off thing. They've maintained net inflows for 20 consecutive days. That's rare consistency.
Absolutely. When you have 20 straight days of inflows, it's a clear indicator of robust market confidence. It's almost as if the market is saying, we believe in the future of Ethereum.
Right, but doesn't such explosive growth raise concerns about long-term sustainability? I mean, can this kind of momentum continue?
That's a fair point. You see, while these numbers are impressive, they're tied to the recent ETH rally. Its price jumped nearly 60%, going from around $2,469 to almost $3,933. This rally could have been a catalyst, so there's that element of market hype to consider.
Yeah, the price spike certainly plays a role. But what's really fascinating is how trading volumes exploded too, jumping from $10.08 billion in June to $33.87 billion in July.
Exactly. And that's a 236% increase in trading volume, which speaks volumes about enhanced liquidity and deeper market participation. That kind of jump shows that more players are entering the space, not just the big institutions.
Speaking of institutions, BlackRock's iShares Ethereum Trust is really leading the pack, right?
Absolutely. Their cumulative net inflows are at $9.74 billion, and now they've reached net assets of $11.37 billion. That dominance really establishes them as a core player in Ethereum-related ETFs.
And what's interesting is how these numbers start to stack up against Bitcoin ETFs. Spot Bitcoin ETFs recently recorded net inflows of $6.02 billion, so Ether is now playing in the same league.
Yes, it's pretty remarkable. It shows that investors are diversifying their interest beyond Bitcoin. Ethereum's growing appeal is carving out its own niche in the ETF market.
But here's a thought. Do you think that these ETF inflows could be a bit of a bubble? I mean, crypto markets can be notoriously volatile.
I get where you're coming from. While the surge is impressive, there's always the risk of volatility snapping back. Investors and regulators alike need to keep an eye on whether this trend is a stable growth or just a momentary spike.
Speaking of stability, the ETF boom seems to be spilling over into other areas, like the NFT sector.
Exactly. In July, NFTs recorded a sales volume of $574 million, a 47.6% month-over-month increase. It's like the enthusiasm for Ethereum is fueling multiple parts of its ecosystem.
And even though it didn't quite match the record set in January, it's still a significant revival.
Absolutely. It underscores how intertwined these markets have become. When investors see Ethereum's potential, they explore beyond just the asset itself. It's all connected.
Also, with the rise of spot Ether ETFs and these record trading volumes, do you think traditional finance is finally embracing blockchain fully?
For sure. It's like merging the old with the new. These ETFs provide a regulated channel for investing in crypto, which in turn attracts institutional capital. It's bringing a degree of legitimacy to the space.
It's like having the best of both worlds. Access to innovative tech with the safety protocols of traditional finance.
Precisely. And that's helping to push total net assets across all spot Ether ETFs to $21.52 billion, up 108% from just a month earlier.
Right.
It's creating an ecosystem that's robust and evolving quickly.
But still, I can't help but wonder if we might see regulatory pushback as this market heats up.
You raise a critical point. Increased market participation might indeed trigger more regulatory scrutiny. Balancing innovation and regulation will be key to sustaining growth without stifling progress.
Exactly. Too much intervention might slow things down, but too little could invite chaos. Historically, crypto has always found that fine balance.
Indeed, it's like walking a tightrope. Investors need the freedom to innovate, but also the structure to prevent excess volatility. And the ETF framework seems to be one step toward that balance.
So, what's your take on the future? Could this be, say, a lasting trend or just a blip in the crypto cycle?
I think we might be looking at a new phase where ETFs become a standard gateway for crypto investments. If the fundamentals hold and regulations evolve wisely, this could very well signal long-term institutional interest in Ethereum.
That would definitely reshape the market, especially as more traditional finance players join in.
Absolutely. And as more investors find comfort in the regulated nature of ETFs, we could even see more innovation, like tokenized real-world assets linking back to Ethereum. The possibilities are endless.
It's exciting to think about how this fusion of traditional finance and blockchain technology could transform investment strategies.
Definitely. The surge in ETF inflows is like an icebreaker. It's introducing a whole new class of investors to crypto, and that means more liquidity and hopefully more stability over time.
Yet, as you mentioned earlier, we should be cautious about attributing this solely to genuine long-term interest rather than just short-term hype from the ETH rally.
True, and that's where ongoing market analysis becomes critical.
Exactly.
Watching price trends, trading volumes, and regulatory responses will give us a better picture of where this is headed.
It seems like a complex, highly dynamic scenario, almost like a living organism that evolves with every market shift.
Yeah, it's like watching an experiment in real time. Every data point adds a new layer to the story, and that keeps both investors and analysts on their toes.
With all of these factors in play, it will be interesting to see whether Ethereum ETFs continue their upward trajectory, or if we'll witness a market correction soon.
For sure, the next few months will be pivotal. If the ETF inflow trends and trading volumes persist, we could be at the dawn of a new era in crypto investing.
Yep. Well, it sounds like there's a lot to watch and learn as this space matures further.
Absolutely, the record inflows and the accompanying market dynamics are just the beginning of an exciting chapter in the crypto ecosystem. Stay tuned, this will be one roller coaster ride we won't want to miss.